Welcome to our English Journey chat. Today we're diving into basic greetings and essential everyday phrases. It's like, laying the foundation, you know?
I'm really excited to get into this. These basics are so crucial.
Absolutely, we're starting with greetings, and the content breaks it down into formal and informal options, like hello, good morning, good afternoon, and even the casual hi and hey.
Right, so it's all about knowing when to say good morning versus good evening, for instance?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They point out that good morning is for early hours until noon, and good afternoon picks up after that until the evening comes around. It's interesting how these subtly change based on time of day.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like you wouldn't greet someone with good morning at dinner, right?
Right. It's all about fitting the context. Then the content gets into the casual side. Hi, hey, or even what's up, which is really common among friends and family.
Definitely. I mean, in a relaxed scene, hey, what's up? Sounds so natural.
Now, moving on, not only do we have greetings, but there's also a neat section on introducing yourself, like saying, hi, I'm your name, and then politely asking, what's your name? It's super practical, especially if you're meeting people at a party or even in a formal setting.
Right? And it even shows how people respond with nice to meet you and the appropriate exchange that follows.
Yep, and what's really cool is how they break it down into step-by-step dialogue, almost like a mini script you can practice with. You know, rehearsing your word exchange until it feels natural.
That's a really hands-on approach. It reminds me a bit of role-playing in language classes.
True. And then there's a whole vocabulary toolkit that covers essential words. Words like please, thank you, sorry, and excuse me. It's like your survival kit for everyday small talk.
I like that idea. A survival kit for language. It makes me think of carrying a magic phrase card wherever you go.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. For instance, it explains that please not only softens a request, but shows respect. And thank you has variations too, like thanks for a casual vibe.
And then you have the polite responses like you're welcome or even no problem, depending on the situation.
Exactly. What also caught my eye is the breakdown of common questions like, how are you? Or where are you from? It's all clearly laid out with examples and expected responses.
Right. And while most people answer, I'm fine, thank you, the content also gives you options if you're not feeling too great. Like, not so great, actually. It's very realistic.
Definitely. And there's that little nuance where asking how are you is more of a greeting than a real inquiry. It's like, a ritualized response.
Absolutely. I sometimes feel like the standard response is just almost automatic.
Now, here's something interesting. The content mentions that you can ask someone to repeat themselves. Phrases like, could you repeat that please, show that it's 100% okay to ask for clarification.
Right, which is great because language learning isn't about getting it perfect on the first try, is it?
Exactly. And it really emphasizes that native speakers ask for repetition all the time, so you're not alone if you need something repeated.
That's reassuring for beginners. It removes the fear of sounding incompetent.
Speaking of which, they also highlight how essential it is to practice out loud. They encourage you to say phrases like, good morning, to your coffee cup sometimes, which, it's a fun way to build confidence.
Laughs? Yeah, it's like giving a motivational pep talk to your morning routine, right?
Exactly. It's all about turning interaction with language into a daily habit. The content really breaks down multiple categories of vocabulary, politeness words, questions, even the verb to be, which is foundational.
The verb to be is super important. Without it, forming sentences would be a challenge.
Right, it's essential. It's like the glue that holds everything together in English.
Yeah, absolutely. And the guide even includes question words like who, what, where, when, why, and how. These are the starting points for most conversations.
For sure. With those tools, you're equipped for anything casual or formal. And then, of course, there's social situations like introducing someone else or saying goodbye properly with phrases like see you later or take care.
That segment helps bridge the gap between just meeting people and actually fostering ongoing conversation.
Exactly. It makes every part of the conversation fluent, from greetings to farewells.
One thing that I'm a bit curious about, though, is that sometimes all these phrases can feel overwhelming. Do you think it might be too much for a complete beginner?
I get where you're coming from, but it's actually structured in layers. You start with one or two phrases and then gradually build up. It's intended to give you options, not overwhelm you.
Right? I see. So, like, you practice the basics until they become second nature and then add on to that?
Exactly. Practice is emphasized, repeating phrases out loud, using them in everyday situations, even if it's just talking to yourself.
That makes a lot of sense. I love how it also touches on using sorry versus excuse me, which are thrown around so casually by native speakers.
Right. It's all about understanding context. Sorry for when you've made a mistake, and excuse me to grab attention or move past someone politely. It really shows the cultural nuance in everyday language.
Yeah, and I appreciate the little cultural tidbits they include, like not using good night as a greeting, but rather as a farewell before bed.
Exactly, those details matter a lot. And what's fun is that even if you're not a native speaker yet, using these correctly can make you sound much more natural.
Absolutely. And it's interesting how the episode wraps all of this up with a quick recap, reinforcing the key points: greetings, introductions, essential phrases.
Yes, the recap is super useful. It ensures that you finish the session with a solid understanding of what to say when meeting someone, which builds your confidence.
And it's a great way to signal to the learner that they've now got their first English conversation down, right?
Definitely. The whole structure is intentionally encouraging. You learn by doing, by practicing aloud, even if it's something as simple as greeting your neighbor or, like, saying hi to a passerby.
It's almost like a mini roadmap to everyday interactions.
Exactly, and the emphasis on phrases like, "Could you repeat that, please?" further reinforces that making mistakes and asking for clarification is, completely okay.
That really takes some pressure off. It encourages learners to engage more confidently.
Right, so essentially, this episode is a warm welcome to the journey of learning English. It covers greetings, introductions, and a toolkit of essential vocabulary, all designed to get you speaking confidently from day one.
And honestly, that kind of accessible start can really set the tone for the entire learning process. I mean, when you break things down like this, it's less scary and more fun.
Exactly, it's like, you're not just memorizing phrases, you're building the confidence to interact in real-life situations. That's the beauty of this approach.
And it really opens up a world where you feel more connected to people, even if you're starting from scratch.
Yeah, absolutely. So whether you're practicing by yourself or with a friend, it's about taking those small steps that eventually lead to vibrant conversations.
I totally agree. This journey, starting off with simple greetings, is a great reminder that every language learning process begins with the basics.
Exactly. It's quite inspiring. And remember, it's all about embracing the learning process, using every chance to practice and connect.
Here's to everyone taking that first step. Thanks for this engaging chat. I've really enjoyed breaking down these essentials.
Likewise, thanks for the thoughtful questions. Keep practicing those greetings and introductions. Until next time, take care and keep speaking.
Absolutely. See you on the next part of the journey. Goodbye for now.